Is that the most professional intro you've seen, or what?
Yeah. Only we saw that though, right? Or did everyone see that?
No, everybody saw that.
No,
It went
that was
live.
for the
What was
world.
going on?
Yeah.
What's the fucking point in doing it if it was just us?
Exactly. That wasn't just for you, Jack. Happy birthday, by the way. I mean, that wasn't the present, by the way. That wasn't your birthday present.
Yeah.
But that is as professional as we're going to get. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Reveal Show. It's been months in the making, and it's probably felt like months since we announced that we were pushing 24 hours yesterday as well. So I know everyone's really excited about this. Look, I'm going to keep this really, really simple because we're going to get through a bit of process here. We're going to take some questions. We've got a whole explanation around what we're doing around making this a random and fair process around the reveal. We're going to talk about our roadmap. We've got a whole conversation that we want to put into that. We're going to drop some teasers or roadmap, if you want to call it that. And then we're going to basically get off the stream and jump into the lodge and enjoy our Battle Royale collection with you and see what you've got. So we've got a whole load of entertainment planned for later today and giveaways, and we just want to see everyone get their hands on their clones as soon as possible here. So I'm not going to keep us on hold for too much longer. We've got Crypto Jack, we've got Mr. Xeon, we've got Mark, and we've got our artist Ghost Breath. How are you all feeling?
Good.
Yeah, good.
No one wants to say knackered.
Tired. Exhausted.
Tired and knackered. Yeah. Run an NFT project, they said. It's a piece of piss, they said.
Yeah, it'd be fun. 10 lines of code.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
The devs do something.
Yeah, the devs are currently doing something, and we're going to get into that in just a minute. I think we're going to deal with the biggest topic of the day. Actually, before I start, in terms of the format and the process for this, we've obviously got a chat, which hundreds of you have already found and you're posting, which is great to see. We've also got a Discord.
Recording, Nick, sorry.
I believe we are.
Yeah.
Is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, just some people in the chat saying, checking.
Yeah.
Twitch will do it automatically for us.
And if we're not, then, well, they've missed out. No, I've got recording tools here, so I think we're good to go.
Cool.
Right. So yeah, we've got a chat which is firing, which is great to see. We've also got a Discord if you're brand new to us and you're just coming in from Twitter or somewhere else. We've got join in and jump in the Discord, and there's a channel called AMA Questions. We use that for our weekly address to the nation, and we'll try and dip in there when we can. There's going to be a bit of a process that Mark's going to run in a minute, so I'll try and check in on there and see what questions you've got. But I'm going to deal with the biggest question, which everyone was asking yesterday, and it's only fair that we get it out of the way and talk to you up front. Why did we delay the reveal by 24 hours? I think that's probably the best place to kick things off, and then we'll get into the process of what we're doing from here. So, look, we always knew that the collection was going to be incredibly difficult and challenging to pull together because from the very beginning, the ambition has been to create a collection that feels like it's got, 9,272 one-of-ones. Now, they're not. It's a generative process, but that was the sort of the ambition and aim of it. So we knew that was going to create additional complexity, and the factions, of course, are incredibly varied. But we've all spent 7 months working towards this, and we didn't want to rush it. Okay, so yesterday morning we took another review of our generative outputs. We looked again at the diversity of a couple of factions in the collection, and we all came to the same decision. We felt that it would be even better if we added additional varieties of certain traits into the mix. Like, look, we could and should have made that call sooner, and we all accept that and we apologize. But once we agreed it was the best thing to do for the collection, we knew that we were going to live with that regret if we kept to our original timings. So look, perhaps if you're coming at this and looking at everything for the first time, you wouldn't pick up on the sorts of things that we're referencing when we're looking at that output, but we're much happier now with the results, and we're finally in a place to get everything into the world and into your wallets. So that kind of hopefully heads that off, but we'll keep talking to you if you've got further questions around it, of course. We've also talked about shuffling and the process of ensuring this whole process of distributing our Battle Royale tokens to you is fair. So we've had a couple of questions as we teased the stream in our Discord earlier today. And it's actually, looking really at Mr. Xeon and or Mark to sort of walk us through the process of shuffling. So just to begin with, what is shuffling?
It's really boring, but it's quite important, right? It's basically saying how can we be sure that the team isn't rugging everyone by assigning all of the rare tokens to themselves? Which, when the team hold many tokens, which we all do, we all are heavily invested. It's only going to be natural that we get some of the rare tokens, the rare factions, that kind of thing. So there are a couple of ways you could do this more fancy on chain, that kind of stuff. But ultimately, you know, people don't give a shit unless they are worried that you haven't been fair, right? So if you can prove that you're fair and that there's true randomness in the shuffle and that we haven't sent a bunch of tokens to specific people, everyone's going to be happy. To go over the collection just a little bit, I'm not going to say too much, but there are no one-of-ones. Many of you will know that. So it kind of wouldn't have made sense for us to try and game the tokenization process anyway. There are factions that are rarer than others, and in a few moments you'll see that. So it's just ensuring that it's a random process, that we're not trying to rug the community. That's briefly explained.
Yeah, so that's a fair point. We do own tokens ourselves, and I think it's very important that this process is transparent so that you can see that if someone on this screen ends up with a rare, you've seen it being shuffled as a completely random process. Someone in the chat earlier referenced whether we'd be using something like Chainlink VRF for this, and that's one of those on-chain processes you just described, isn't it, Mark? And therefore, we're going with a different approach, which we're going to articulate in just a few minutes' time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, ultimately, no one gives a shit, right? As soon as when the tokens are assigned, no one cares. As long as they know you haven't rugged them, no one cares. You can try and be fancy on chain all you want, but ultimately, no one cares, right? There's just no point of doing that, really, right now.
And we've done this method a few times, and it works best, and it's more legitimate. You know, Mark's going to basically show the code that's going to shuffle it live on stream so that you get a sense of how this is working. So this isn't like a first-time thing. This is like what we do with NFT projects that we've worked on in the past, and found it to be the most reliable and the most transparent.
Yeah, and there will be a delay between me shuffling, me pinning it to IPFS, and me changing the metadata URI. So what we do, and you'll see this, we have a print statement in the code that will say the following image link, the IPFS link, will be tied to the following token. And it will produce a text file. I'm going to dump that straight away into Weirdo's announcements channel. And then you can download that text file. You can do Control F, find your token ID, and go to the IPFS image if you really want to see what Weirdo image you've got quite quickly. And we do it in this way because it's impossible for a bot or anyone else to take that image, understand what it is, and then snipe. Whereas if we gave everyone the metadata, people can really quickly upload all of that metadata and snipe rare ones. So if you want to find the image link in about 2 minutes, I'll be posting in the announcements channel the text file, and you'll be able to find your token in the image. And then as soon as I've done that, I'll be going straight away to the contract. I have to use a different machine for that for safety reasons. So I have to go to a different machine and update the base URI for all of the tokens. And then you can all moan that OpenSea isn't working, my token isn't refreshing, have I been rugged? And I can't wait to see all of those requests.
And if you're watching and confused by any of this, we are about to reveal. So just to be clear about that, just if any of you are thinking that 24-hour delay we talked about before was yesterday, not today. So we are about to reveal. We're just going to do the shuffle and then
genuinely
reveal.
Think that?
Well, if they're new and they're just listening in, they might have just caught that at the wrong time.
Well,
type thing.
Is a doxed rug a new thing? I think that would be an innovative thing.
Yeah.
No, if you're in the lodge and you're still concerned that this isn't revealing, this is why we're talking about revealing on the stream right now. So if you're in the chat on Twitch, just go back in the lodge and tell people that it's coming, and this is why we're stalling it. We're building the hype and trying to explain the fairness of the process. So just get that back out there so people feel comfortable. Are you in a position to start sharing your very exciting screen here, Mark? Are we, without further ado?
I mean, I'm pretty much, I've been ready for, well, I don't want to say how long I've been ready for, because there'll be some fun. Oh, they were ready and they didn't reveal early. But yeah, go ahead, share it. I'll run the command. Look how exciting this is, folks. Team up.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll just show the code just for the fact that you know that I'm not running anything I shouldn't be running here. It's really simple. The way that we do it, we generate the images, we pin the images first with the UUID, and then we create the metadata, put it in a directory. And what we're doing here is we're loading all of that metadata. And what we're doing is we're shuffling it. So we're creating a list with everyone's token ID, and we're shuffling it 836 times, nice weird number, so that it's been shuffled completely. And then what we do is we iterate over and we basically reassign the tokens. So it's nothing particularly fancy here. Copy paste this if you're running your NFT project. Want to know how to shuffle, right? It'd be quite cool. So it's pretty basic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this command. We have to just run this command. So I'm going to use poetry, and then this is going to print the print statement that was in there to print out the token and stuff. It's going to put that into. It's going to log that into the yeet.txt file that I'm going to upload to the lodge. So when I run this, it's basically done. We're locked in. Here we go. Yeah.
Whoa.
So we are done. The yeet text. Let's just make sure that there's something in there. Boom. And now you can see that when I upload this, I can't actually rogue the whole community and change the order. So I'm gonna put that in announcements. I love programming streams. They're so fucking boring.
And as Mark said before, it'll just take another few minutes for us to get this onto the IPFS link so that you actually see your revealed token.
And there's a nice little Easter egg at the top of that yeet text file. So I'm gonna go off stream. Well, I'm gonna just mute my stream, and I'm gonna go ahead and update the contract now so that it'll reflect on OpenSea. So give me a few moments, folks, and I guess you can stop sharing my screen now, Cheadle, because it'll just stay on that.
How are you feeling, Ghost Breath? It's quite an exciting moment for you, right?
It is. It's quite nerve-wracking, but it's good. It's been such a long time coming. It's hard to kind of believe.
Very easy for me to say, but you should be very proud of what we're about to put into the world. What was your favorite of the 14 factions to build then? I know they're like your babies, but I'm putting you on the spot here.
Probably the bots. And I think they might be my favorite overall. And particularly the kill bots. I think the love bots are cool. I know they're probably one of the crowd favorites, but myself, I think the kill bots are like really, I don't know, just like individual and rare, like just quite badass looking generally.
Care to address these accusations, Ghost Breath?
I don't know what thing they're talking about.
It's that pink dildo shaped thing on the right.
The dildo, mate. No,
Can't miss it. I actually think it's to your left and our right.
Black shirt with.
That's it. It's just poked you in the eye.
Oh, that's my partner's yoga mat. But yeah,
that's what they all say.
Is that what they call them these days? Excellent. Yeah, there's no milk prizes for finding the planted dildo in the chat, unfortunately. So the shuffle is in progress. We did have a question.
The shuffle is done.
The shuffle is done.
Yeah, well, we're just waiting to pin it to IPF.
You need to get your new banner out.
Yeah. I've got another banner for when we're fully live. Don't worry.
Shuffle is done. I'm just uploading it to IPFS.
Professional caster here.
Pretty shit.
Crypto V, tell me about it. Newts are going to be relatively rare. I don't know if that's Welfer we're ready to talk about, but I've just done it. So
mutants are rare. Yes.
Mutants are rare. Nudity is rare.
Mutants are rare as well. Nudity is quite rare. Yeah.
Mutants are insane.
And you should once this process is done, you should be able to see your weirdos on the My Weirdos page of the website. You will also see on OpenSea, but sometimes OpenSea takes a little second to reveal, and so there's a bit in the top right you can refresh the metadata. We'll let you know once that's done, and you could always go and refresh that if you're not on our site. But I would suspect that our website is going to be the first place to see your revealed token.
If I take my clothes off, will I have a better chance? I'm shocked you're wearing clothes.
Absolutely, yeah.
I didn't realize.
That's the reason why my cam is
waist down right now.
This is just for legal reasons. This top.
Okay. We will be a couple more moments.
Okay.
Some people have shared something already.
Yeah, because that's why I posted the text file, Jack. You know how this works? You weren't listening, were you?
You did not explain clearly enough. You
can go to the text file and see what token you have already.
He's fighting. Stop fighting.
It looks like Cheadle's state somebody's. Oh yeah, that's a classic. Here we go.
Yeah, that's the image.
Thanks, Pickle.
Oh,
Thanks, Mr. Peanut.
Super clean.
Me too.
Transaction has been sent. Well, I mean, we delayed 24 hours. What's another 4 minutes? Just chill. Just chill out.
Is now a opportune time to talk about the future, Crypto Jack. So,
yes.
Are you happy with that, Mark? If we start chatting for a couple of minutes while you finish the final pieces?
I mean, the transaction. Yeah, I mean, transaction's been sent. Just waiting for it now, so shouldn't be more than a minute, I would imagine.
Well, it's probably worth us just headlining this with the important part of that, which is we're not revealing the whole roadmap. That's not what we do. We've been very clear on that for weeks and weeks, and we want to be really consistent on that point. So, look, we're dropping teasers. We're not. This isn't the roadmap. It's not the full extent of what we're thinking about, what our vision is for the future of the Weirdoverse. It's just some teasers. Crypto Jack.
Yeah, exactly that. I guess just to reiterate, we're building something much bigger here, or certainly that's our intent. So we're not going to give everything away right today, but we want to, you look like a complete Chad. Brilliant. You guys have shown us so much faith. The community has been so incredibly strong. We couldn't have hoped to build anything anywhere near as, engaged and involved in terms of community when we started this. So many people have said to us, on mint day, they've never been in a Discord that felt anything like it. And I think kind of that's really run through everything that that we've seen from, the guys and girls out there, you all, and it's, we've just been blown away. So we wanted to make sure that your faith in us and, sticking with us through the kind of last few weeks and months is rewarded with some teasers around what we're going to do next. So one of the first things that we'll be doing next after the reveal, hopefully those are trickling through now, is we're going to be building a system that allows people who own tokens to identify and vote for their favorite weirdos. And won't go into too much details, but that will be a combination of the Genesis weirdos and some of the generative clone weirdos. So that will mean that a whole bunch of weirdos, the crazy, curious few, will be elevated to the top temporarily, and we will be doing some very fun and exciting things with the weirdos that the community are kind of most endeared to. One of those things is going to be the creation of 12 initially vinyl toys based around those weirdos, which are selected through that process. So we're super excited about this. Ghost Breath has got, he occasionally shows us he's got an incredible collection of vinyl toys and is one of the most passionate vinyl toy owners I've ever come across. We're going to be doing something very special there. So number one, this contest to select our most loved and revered weirdos in the Weirdoverse, and two, we're going to be turning those special characters into vinyl toys. Number three, again, just a teaser of one of the things that we're going to be doing next, but number three is the development of a graphic novel for the Battle Royale. So something we're pretty excited about. We don't want to go into too much details about, how we're going to make that kind of a Web3 experience. But I think it's fair to say that all of these things, there'll be elements of kind of the community seeing where their rat milk utility can be spent, invested, saved. So yeah, very, very, very excited by just these. And let me just reiterate, just kind of the glimpses of the kinds of things that we're going to be doing next, rather than us sharing all in next week. Yeah, the team is going to be having a small rest because
look at us,
close to exhaustion. Like, you're looking at five men
on the edge.
But yeah, there's none of us are retiring, despite rumors in the Discord. We're very committed to taking the Weirdoverse to the next level, and want to start to look and see people getting super pumped for the weirdos that they've been. Oh wow! I've seen. Oh god, 6 mutants. Cool. Anyway,
I think there is some issues displaying on the website just now. I'm just trying to fix those quickly. So you might be quicker going to OpenSea while I do that. I'm trying to work as fast as I can, just so you know.
Cool.
Rick, when you're slow on OpenSea, we're fucked.
Stop funding your own project.
He's gonna.
Christ.
He'll give me back. He'll give me back for that. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, just a quick one on that. They are updating on OpenSea. I tested it with myself. Just go click to refresh. Okay. We all know how annoying that is on OpenSea, right? Unfortunately, but it is.
Mark, someone in the chat did ask how you do that, so I'm just going to cover it just very quickly. So go to your token on OpenSea. There's a little curly refresh button. It's called refresh metadata. Hit that on each and every one of them. Okay, so you need to go into them individually. OpenSea's a bit, well, I was going to say laggy. It's a bit worse than laggy at times, but it will get there. You just have to be a little bit patient with the refresh in each of your tokens if you have multiples. So, yeah, go into each of them individually and click the curly arrow.
I was going to say, I'm just going to post something in announcements now, but as people's clones reveal, if they want to, if they're going to tweet them out, stick a link to their tweet in the Weirdo Follow Weirdo channel. We will be giving away rat milk rewards for anybody who's done that. Might not be immediately because we've got some stuff to do this evening, but we'll make sure that we'll work through all of those over the coming hours. And it's also worth noting that at some point over the next few hours, we will be going live on Rarity Sniper as well.
Yeah, good spot. You probably saw this in the chat. Which Rarity site is accurate? We'll be on Rarity Sniper. They'll let us know when it's all pushed on their side, and we'll drop a link into our announcements in Discord so that you can head across to there and check out your Rarity. One thing back on the roadmap and the teasers and the announcements that Jack just made, you're entitled to ask us when. We reserve the right to not tell you, okay? There's going to be a lot of when followed by soon, and we're not going to commit to timelines. We've seen loads of roadmaps that fail on that basis, that we're making some pretty ambitious strides beyond what we've just described as well. So the last thing we want to do is say, Q1 this, Q2 that, Q3 and Q4, and here's this thing that you can string us with down the line when we don't get it quite on time and exactly to plan. So we're making inroads into all of these things, and we'll give you very general updates as to progress and how that's coming together. But you're going to have to let us build here and go to a place of contentment with the art to begin with, and that's kind of what we're hoping gets us through the next few days before we come back to it again.
Mark, I was going to say, I know we've got a policy of not talking about prices and floors, but I've just seen a laser tits go for 0.69 ETH.
When Jack and Cheadle shave beard on stream, I don't look good without a beard, Kev. It's a no from me. I don't look great with a beard. It's the best I've got.
Covers all of the chins that we've put on from our Web3.
Exactly. Very much so.
Cool.
Is Killbot rare? Look, do we want to talk Rarity here, or should we let people discover the collection? So what can we say about Rarity that's going to keep people excited?
So there are rare factions, right? So I can go through the faction rankings. So we have, for the most part, equal distribution of items within a trait category. There are exceptions to this, but we haven't forced Rarity on a whole bunch of things other than things like laser tits, and nudity as a whole has been enforced, so that we as much as we like the dicks and the vaginas everywhere, we don't want every single post on Twitter to be a dick and a vagina, right? So we were quite careful to make sure there wasn't too much nudity in the collection, but it's a core part of the Weirdoverse, so we wanted that to be carried through. But you've got things like, I believe, mutants might be the rarest faction, and then there's like pterodactyls and the reptiles or archons. The most common faction, correct me if I'm wrong on this, might be punks, I think think it's punks followed by the alphas, all the socialites.
Is it
the alphas?
No.
Yeah, alphas and punks. I think punks might be common.
I'm checking now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, punks, war dogs, scum punks. That is, sorry. So scum punks, war dogs. They're quite common. My favorite.
Punks, war dogs.
Should we talk favorites? Battle cats. For me,
Like,
battle cats are just on a different level, right? So
I'm just annoyed you've gone first there, but yeah.
Fucking battle cats, it's got to be. What about you, Keegle? What's yours?
Yeah, Battle Cats is ace. I'm still a Neuropunk guy. You know, that's been, as soon as I saw the first sneak peek of Neuropunks, that was going to be my go-to. It's just the diversity of them. There's so much art in such a condensed space, and they look as war ready as anything we've got. And I think that's kind of half the point of the Battle Royale collection for me. It's getting the battle guys. So yeah, I want a Neuropunk. I'm trying to refresh and stream at the same time. I've already got a Socialite and an Alpha, which I'm really pleased with. Nice. I might share in a minute if I can refresh metadata and talk at the same time. But
someone said Killbot has new properties. We'll look into that. We'll look into any of the like metadata reissues, and if we have to push out a little update, like an invisible update tonight, we can do so. If anything's missing, I don't want to bore people with how they're built, but if anything's gone untoward, we can fix that really easy.
Cool. Should we stick around for 2 more minutes and see if there's any more questions from the community that we can address and speak to? Otherwise, I think we're just going to end up refreshing our tokens in the background and jump in the lodge and start showing you what we've got.
Yeah, no, I'm still trying to fix this website issue. So
fine.
That's why I'm quiet.
Look, let's keep this nice and short so people can watch it again. We're just coming up to half an hour now. Thanks so much for all of your commitment, loyalty, endeavor for the Weirdos. We're about to repay your faith, and let's see what you've got. Get it out on Twitter, show the world, jump into the Discord, come and tell us. Let's see what you've got, hey? Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Thanks so much, everyone.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.